Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Thank you for joining me in a next episode of my English classes. Thank you for those person who has reached out and say hello to me, hello back, and thank you for giving me a shout out. Today we're going to be talking about extracts. This is a continuation from my previous class extracts, right? And extracts is pulling away information, ideas, or thoughts from a sentence. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. I promise that I will give you additional sentences so you can have a trained eye for these types of sentences whenever you get into your exams. All right? So let's get started. Inferred, stated. Inferred equals stated versus implied. All right? So, he counted is money. He counted his money. $54.42. So, if he counted his money and he gets $54.42, there's no question. There's no need for a question to be asked how much money he had counted, because you know that he counted it and you know the amount of money he had counted. Therefore, this is stated. Alright? This is stated. So, we'll write stated here. S-T-A-T-E-D, right? Right? First, inferred. Inferred is the process of drawing information that is already to make a conclusion that from a statement that is already written. So that is what infer means. To draw information or a conclusion, not information but a conclusion from whatever is already written. So that is what infer is. So you can state if it is stated or if it is implied in that statement. Alright? So he counted his money, $54.42. This is stated because it is, there's nothing can change in it then. There's nothing to be questioned. There's nothing to be explained. Right? Because you know the amount of money he had counted. Alright? Number 2, Christmas Eve, people are generous with their money. Christmas Eve, people are generous with their money. They want to give their money to here, give their money to a beggar, give their money to charity. But what if they don't have any money to give? Huh? What if they don't have any money to give? So it said Christmas Eve, people are generous with their money. But if a person doesn't have any money for, well, generalize. He's generalizing this statement. And not everybody has money to give on Christmas time. Right? So this would be implied. He's implying that people are generous with their money at Christmas time, but just like how he's getting money from somebody or begging money or whatever the case might be for him to make that statement, probably other people are doing the same thing. So not everybody has money at Christmas time. So he's implying that that is what is happening because somebody has given him some money. But that cannot be true because he doesn't know everybody. But some people has been generous to him. But he doesn't know all the persons in the world who to be generous, to be giving money at that time. Alright, so number 3. So that is implied. Number 3, soon the old man will reach the bar. Soon the old man will reach the bar. So remember, we are drawing a conclusion from these sentences, right? So first, soon, which means shortly. And then the next fact that is here is a whole man. What type of bar? We don't know. How far is the bar? We don't know. Alright? If he's an old man, he might be walking very slow compared to a younger person who might walk much faster. Alright? So soon the old man will reach the bar. Not that some old people can really walk fast. Alright? But the fact that it mentioned that he's an old man, the possibilities are that he will be walking very slow. And we don't know how far the bar is that he's going to. So in this case, the sentence is implied. This D doesn't look so pretty, but things are not so stable right here. Alright. Number 4. People in the country get 10 years in jail for stealing. Greta has committed a much more serious crime. People in the country get 10 years in jail for stealing. So in the countryside, from in the city probably, people will get 10 years for stealing. Greta has committed a much more serious crime. So this will tell that we can imply or infer from this, we are drawing the conclusion from here that Greta lives in the country, right? We're drawing the conclusion that Greta lives in the country, right? And the next conclusion that we can draw from this, the fact that she has committed a much more serious crime, she will be getting much more years. She will get in more than 10 years in jail or prison or wherever they're sending her. So she has committed a much more serious crime than stealing. And people who steal in the country get 10 years. So we know that she's in the country. And we know that she has committed a much more serious crime. So she's going to get more than 10 years. So right away we can imply that she's going to get more than 10 years. So don't be afraid when you're in the exam. Take some time. Don't be jumpy and hasty and nervous and sweaty. Take some time and reason out the question, alright? Sometimes you have to reason out the question. Turn the paper upside down, turn it around, whatever. But take some time and reason it out. So you ask some questions. People in the country get 10 years in jail for stealing. Greta has committed a much more serious crime. So right now we know that Greta is living in the country and she has committed a much more serious crime. So the sentence doesn't tell you that she's living in the country, but right away we can infer or we can imply that she's living in the country. And we can also imply that she will get more than 10 years because she has committed a much more serious crime than stealing. Alright? So number 5. Dudley isn't as talented a tennis player as Wayne. Dudley isn't as talented a tennis player as Wayne, but he is more talented than Hubert. He is more talented than Hubert. So what is this sentence saying? What is this sentence saying? Dudley isn't as talented a tennis player as Wayne. So it doesn't match up to Wayne. He does not match up to Wayne. He's not as talented as Wayne. So he cannot play tennis as well as Wayne. But E. Dudley, the wind is blowing heavily, but E. Dudley, but he said, but E is more talented than Hubert. So this E is referring to Dudley. But E. Dudley is more talented than Hubert. So Dudley doesn't match up to Wayne, but he's still more talented than Hubert, making Wayne the star. Alright? So Wayne is a better tennis player than Dudley and Hubert put together. So we can imply from this sentence that Wayne is a star in tennis play. He's a superstar. He's good as, like what's her name, Serena. So he's very good at playing tennis. Alright, so he can play better than Dudley and he can play better than Hubert. So we can imply from that. That Wayne is a better player than the both of these two guys. Why, although the sentence did not tell us that he's a great player, it didn't stated or clarified that he is a better player. But we can read between the lines, we can imply. That is what when you imply, you're reading between the lines. You're drawing conclusions of evidence that he is a better player because Dudley isn't as talented a tennis player as Wayne. Dudley, it doesn't match up to Wayne. It doesn't match up to Wayne. But he is better than Hubert. So if he doesn't match up to Wayne and he's better than Hubert, Wayne is the star. Alright? Wayne is the champion. Wayne is the go-to guy when it comes to tennis playing. Alright? So this is the end of this class. I hope you have learned something from this class that will help you in your exams. I hope you take some time and watch these videos so when you go into your exam, these type of scenarios are familiar to your familiar to you and to your eyes, right? Familiar to you and to your eyesight. So you say, I understand this, and you know you get a 5 or a 10 points. Okay, so hope to see you in my next class. I don't know exactly what I'll be talking about, but I hope to see you then. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. My name is Constance. Check out my description box below and you will get information about getting my books. Alright? So thank you for watching again. My name is Constance and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.